Good evening. How y'all doing? This is Minister Peyton Moore coming at you today. I'm just here to just take this time to give honor and respect to the little girl that was found in a dumpster in Birmingham, Alabama. Her name was Camille Cupcake. Her nickname was Cupcake McKinney. They found her in a landfill in Birmingham, Alabama. This all took place around October 12th. And she was abducted by a 39-year-old black man and a 29-year-old black woman from her birthday party. Today, I know I shot a video earlier and seemed like the words was not going with the video, and I was hyped up and hurt today about this because these are things and these are stories that we need to be hearing in the news. Now, as I said earlier today, I don't really care about this Black Lives Matter organization because it seemed like that Black lives really don't matter. Because the only time that you hear Black Lives Matter pop up is when a white cop shoots a black person or a cop shoots a black person. But today, who is standing up for this little girl here with that beautiful smile? This angel right here, who was abducted and killed and put into a dumpster, and they had to go through 12 tons of junk and garbage to locate her. It's amazing how we can, as a black culture or any culture, especially the black culture, can just sit back and be quiet about things like this, but we can go protest about things which we really don't even understand and don't even know about. There was a lot of killings that was justified, and there were a lot of killings that were unjustified. We understand that. We got racist cops throughout the world, throughout the United States. But how do we solve this problem? But the key is right here. This don't have anything to do with racism. This has to do with this beautiful little girl here on this picture who was abducted and killed. Black Lives Matter, the organization is, to me, it's just not organized the way that it should be. It seems like the only time they come out is, like I say, when there's a killing between a white or a black. Now, if this was a white person or a white couple that abducted this child and killed her, that would be a riot. That would be protest. But since it was black on black, everybody's quiet. Even the church is quiet. Because these are things that we need to be talking about in the church. Because there are people in the church that minds think the way that this 39-year-old and this 29-year-old couple did. To abduct her, to kill her, to dump her body in a dumpster. Black Lives Matter, you should be all over this. As Lil Wayne said when they brought this up to him about what he think about Black Lives Matter, like the brother said, he not into all of those stupid stuff. Because all it is just an organization to come in and destroy your town, tear your town up, a lot of looting going on, and it's just nothing coming out of it. You got people like George Soros who's financing these people to come into your community and destroy it while they come in because he's a big real estate guru. He come in, he buy up the property or send some of his buddies to buy up the property and build high rises. And you can't afford them. Because when you was paying $800 a month or you was on housing, now these are $2,500 a month and you can't afford that and they're not going to be on housing. It's a gated community in the hood. So I don't understand what's going on. Pastors, you need to be speaking up and talking because there are some people sitting in your congregation that minds are thinking just like this. And I'm giving respect to this beautiful creation of God right here today. Here is another case where we have down in Mississippi. This happened like last year. And it was a grandmother that beat her granddaughter, beat the baby, stabbed her, and put her in the oven alive in Mississippi. This is a black woman. Look at what happened to Aaliyah Davis. This was a black man that did this. This was her black mother that allowed this to happen. Look at the 7-year-old girl that got killed in the Walmart parking lot. Her black mother allowed this to happen. It was black young men that did this. Tried to blame it on a white man to start a riot or protest. Can't you see what's going on here, the pattern here? There's some mental disturbance going on in people's head today. People are so busy looking at this impeachment and what's going on in the White House and what's going on across there and these politicians. And these politicians are just full of garbage. All these Nancy Pelosi's and Chuck Schumer's, they only come up in the camera and talk. They only let people like Sheila Jackson Lee and Al Green come out the cage when it's something racist. Then you hear them speak. I don't know what's going on with the black culture. I guess you're too busy in front of that stupid box called the TV, watching all these reality shows and all these shows that's pushing homosexuality and all these shows that's pushing all this sex and fornication and adultery. I guess that's what you're watching. Y'all call it entertainment. I try to sit and watch some of this stuff, and I just can't really just sit and just watch the full deal. It's all sex driven. This things lead up to stuff like this. The 39-year-old couple and the 29-year-old young lady, that couple, they was into child pornography when they arrested them and went and did a search in their home. Now I'm finna get down right now on you pastors in the black community. What's going on, man? Why y'all not talking about stuff like this? Why you not talking about people with mental disorder or people that have problems in their life? If God can tell you to tell somebody to sow a seed of $1,000, God can surely tell you and show you a person that's mentally disturbed or got a problem in their life. Here's another case today that's involving a 7-year-old child. A father is trying to fight for the rights of his son, who is a male. The mother wants to let the child have a transgender operation so the child can be accepted as a female when she's actually a male. The mother is brainwashing the child into thinking that he is a female And this liberal democratical judge that's on the case is siding with the mom. So the father had to get the Governor Abbott, involved to say, hey, slow down. What's going on here? This child is a child. This child was born a male. That's his son. Like they just try to make the father like he's obsolete. Oh yeah, the same way they try to make you be obsolete as a father when it come down to this abortion. Like, we don't exist. Men don't exist. But you carry the seed of the child. These are things that need to be discussed in church, in these Bible studies and counseling. I thank God for Lakewood Church. Because wherever you need help at, I think they can probably spiritually help you there and lead you to get some natural counseling from wherever you need to talk to whoever you need to talk to, I mean. It's always something there. We got a program called Celebrate Recovery that can really help you in a lot of these areas. If you got a chemical dependent problem for men and women, you need family to support, codependent. If you got a food addiction, if you got love and racial relationship issues, if you got life issues, if you got a sexual integrity issue, it's all kind of sexual and physical and emotional abuse that people go through in life. And we end up seeing things and pictures like this child here because of something that went through somebody's brain that they didn't saw when they got grown, and something happened to them when they was a child. I'm sorry. I just don't get into all this Black Lives Matter stuff because all lives matter. Children being mutilated, cut up, burnt up, chopped up, wrapped up. Look at the Hispanic couple where the mother and the mother's boyfriend beat the child, and until the grandmother figured out that she hadn't seen her grandchild in a week, the baby was wrapped up in a blanket in a closet in the apartment for like over a week. Thank God for the grandmother going by there and smelling the odor. Today I was just pretty hot. These organizations can't save you. I don't care if it's Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, Hispanic Lives Matter. President Trump can't save you. President Obama didn't save you. Bill Clinton didn't save you. John F. Kennedy wasn't able to save you. George Washington sure didn't save nobody. These are just men in suits that's ran by the wealthy and elite. Until you get unbrainwashed here to think about what's going on in your culture, if you read your Bible closely to realize that, oh, I am a colored person. I am black. Oh, my ancestors and my descendants were the Hebrew Israelites. According to the Bible, there's nowhere in the Bible where it said that God chose the Jewish people. It said God chose the Hebrew Israelites. Y'all need to wake up and study your history, man, and see what's going on here. The lady that got shot in Fort Worth, may God bless her soul and protect, and the angels protect her. But you know what? Now all of a sudden, as I said earlier, all these black pastors speaking about we need to be men and we need to protect our women and our children from being killed. Okay. You know, all of a sudden, a white cop shoots somebody, and all of a sudden we got a big protest, or everybody want to speak out then. What about all these children that's been innocently killed in places like Chicago, Detroit, New Orleans, right here in Houston, South Park, Harlem Clark, Third Ward, Greenspoint, down in Mississippi? in the ghetto, Queens, the Bronx, LA. What about these innocent people that's being killed and children being killed by illegal immigrants coming into this country? You're listening to these politicians. You're listening to these old liberal CNN TV stations and these conservative Fox News TV stations, and they all telling you a bunch of crap. These are the real stories right here you need to be hearing. When is the church going to stand up and start discussing, look, we have a problem in our community? Your church door just should only be open when on a Sunday morning when you want to collect your tithe and offering. You got the roof leaking and you talk about building fund. You ain't putting nothing back into the community, but you got a church on every other block in one community. Over 150 churches in one community and ain't nothing being done. But you want to get mad at a church that's doing something in communities, that's going in communities, but you want to show your jealousy and all your strife and hate because a mega church is coming into the community, doing something in the community, and you want to get mad at the pastor. No, you need to be mad at yourself. Because you in the community. You know what goes on in that community. You know the crime that goes on in that community. You know the people that have problems. Because you see them every day. Every time you go. I don't know what the problem going on in the black community. I think that a lot of my black people have just lost their minds. This is not only for black people. This is for people of color as well. Hispanic. Salvadorians. I'm talking about the ones that's illegal. We so busy listening to these old crazy politicians telling you about killing babies at 9 months and free this and free that and free insurance and free open borders and this here and that. We got soldiers living on the streets while we got illegal people living in places where these homeless soldiers could be living at. I don't know what's going on with y'all in America, but y'all need to wake up, black America. Y'all sleep. Been brainwashed. A lot of these pastors have been telling you a lie about who you are. You're not no Canaanite. You are descendants of the Hebrew Israelites. A lot of you so-called Bible scholars that know your Bible so well, why don't y'all teach the truth? You got Ethiopians living right there in Israel that, converted to Judaism, being treated like they're nobody. Y'all need to wake up, America, especially black America. Deuteronomy 28, that's talking about us. We're up under that curse. It's like the further away we got from get from God as a culture, the more stuff come up on you. When you gonna break the curse? No, you've been programmed. Well, as long as it ain't bothering me or it didn't happen to me, it's good. I'm all good as long as things like this don't happen to me and my family. Because this could be my grandchild. This could be my granddaughter or grandson. Don't you think that could be one of yours? Don't you think that you got some people in your family or whatever that don't have some sick minds? They need to wake up. If you ain't got nowhere to go, get some help. I'm going to give you an address to go. Why don't you get on over to Lakewood Church, 3700 Southwest Freeway, and get over there on Friday nights to celebrate recovery. Or go online and look up Lakewood. You ain't got to be a member there. 7 o'clock every Friday. Ask for Sister Shirley Malena, Pastor Shirley Malena. She'll help you out. Get you started. Get you some help. Other churches, you need to link up with this and get your doors open, because there are a lot of people sitting up in your church with a lot of mental issues. And you need to start discussing things like this. As I say, these organizations ain't going to help. All this Black Lives Matter stuff, it ain't going to help you. Talking about protecting my son and all this here stuff, protecting my children. And you can't even, you out here protesting only when something happened because of another race. And then all of a sudden, you get black on black. Everybody quiet. And that go for you church pastors too, in the black community. Y'all responsible for it. You supposed to be the center of the community. Y'all have a nice day. May God bless you. Y'all forgive me for my video earlier. I know I was just kind of hyped up and I went off, but I'm sincere about this. This don't make sense. Y'all have a nice day and may God bless you.